Right! We're back in. My letters. The Times. The power of the empire is growing stronger day by day. As of today, the Mexican consortium Caracal began serving the cause of the British Empire. This arrangement is undeniably profitable for London and England overall and is a great achievement for our exceptional diplomatic and political community. In other news, a train has mysteriously disappeared en route to Eversham railway station. Oh, we get to see, okay. The Strand. The grotesque murder of the former Captain Peter Carey, known in private as Black Peter, has been resolved. The evidence that Scotland Yard received from a trustworthy source was more than sufficient to conclude that the murderer of Peter Carey was Pablo Coventaro, one of Carey's former harpooners. Pablo? Okay. However, lawful justice could not be awarded. Coventaro was found dead of natural causes, possibly from his remorse at committing such a terrible crime. Holy shit! He killed himself.
This is where I keep my post.
I didn't think he would kill himself. Holy shit. Oh, I'm not checking the conclusion on that. I'm not checking the conclusion. I'm going to go with what I said was what I said. All right, we're going to meet 4 people. Cool. What's my documents? Okay. Yes. Where are my trophies? I guess we just have to go to Strand Lane Bath. Fair enough. I am recording, right? I believe I am. Thank God. Every Let's Player's worst nightmare. Play an hour of a game and be like, ah, shit. Oh, I gotta blur that out. Well, I gotta blur that out.
What a beautiful place.
With a dreadful murder. The body of Sir Rodney Bentley is still in the steam room. It has not been touched, per your usual instructions, Mr. Holmes.
Thank you.
I shall be waiting for you here, but please hurry.
Will do. Do we have suspects?
Are you able to identify the men who were with the victim in the steam room?
Yes. The manager of the bath, Sir Gregory Pitkin, a lad from the City Council, Garrow, and an archaeologist by the name of Blinkhorn. I think the plump one, Garrow, did it. He doesn't seem right in the head.
Well, we shall see.
The crime weapon.
You found no murder weapon?
No, and that's why I called you. All 3 witnesses and the victim were locked in when the murder occurred, and they remained so until we got here. We even had to pick the lock to enter.
I see.
Witnesses.
Was there anyone else here, apart from those gentlemen in the steam room?
Yes, a Mr. Phillips. He was the one who called the police. He will be able to give you more details.
Phillips. Thank you, Lestrade. That's the exit. This is to the Frigidorum. Policeman.
The steam room's on the other side, Mr. Holmes.
Mr. Phillips.
Good day to you, Mr. Phillips. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my colleague, Dr. Watson. Would you be so kind as to answer our questions?
Certainly, sir.
Real quick. Light wrinkles. Starched collar. He's fastidious. Scissor cut, grooms himself, lives alone. Oh shit, yeah. Shiny buttons, takes care of himself, or his uniform. Manchester City. What else? Ah, telegram sent today.
Please tell us the chain of events from the start of your day. Everything that you can remember. The slightest detail may be of importance.
Very well, sir. I came in at 6:30 this morning, and I opened the baths. I made sure that the room was clean, and I prepared the towels. The brazier was still burning.
There was a fire burning all night.
Yes, Sir Gregory ordered me to light the brazier yesterday. It takes some time until the room is fully heated. The gentleman had a meeting at 9 o'clock this morning. I wanted everything to be perfect. They'd been in the steam room for 20 minutes when I suddenly heard shouting. I ran to the door, but it was closed. I couldn't open it. So I ran out to the street to call for the police. One constable came up, and then there were others, and they picked the lock. Then Inspector Lestrade came along, and he told us that nothing should be touched.
Any other visitors today, or was it a private meeting?
Did you receive any other visitors this morning?
No one. Until these gentlemen arrived. Sir Gregory was the first. And then, while we were discussing work details, Sir Rodney and Mr. Blinkhorn arrived, and Mr. Garrow followed.
And what happened after that?
I waited until they'd all entered the steam room, then I returned to the hall. The changing room door was open, so I should hear if they needed anything.
You would have heard if someone had entered or left the steam room.
Certainly, sir. These doors make a lot of noise.
Understood, understood. Apo. Hold on.
The changing room.
Apodictyrum sudatorium.
The steam room.
Aha. Clothes left in a hurry.
Expensive clothes.
Oh.
Belonging to one of the men from the steam room.
Just expensive clothes. Ah, champagne. Ah.
Champagne. For a special occasion.
Oh. Melted ice.
An ice bucket to keep the champagne chilled.
In a steam room. Huh. Dump it out.
Unopened. It was intended to be enjoyed after the steam session.
Yes. Interesting. Not really, but still.
These clothes belong to one of the suspects from the steam room. Clothes belonging to one of the suspects.
Interesting. I just keep saying that, hoping something is interesting. Oh my god, you're naked! Okay, it wasn't poison.
Good Lord, Holmes.
Death with a peculiarly Roman piquancy.
Like the one you almost had an hour ago.
Let us forget about that.
Okay. Ooh.
I should check this blood sample at Baker Street.
Okay. There's a key there.
This key was covered in blood. I should ask Phillips about it.
Yes. You'll need to clean it for me. Oh god, the eye.
There was only one hit from the weapon. It pierced the right eye straight through to the brain. Death would have been instantaneous.
They popped the champagne early, the cork flew, hit his eye, then they quickly resealed the champagne.
The wound should not have bled so profusely. This pool is rather large. Some dirt or earth. I'll take a sample.
Ah, he's missing a ring.
Look, Watson. He was wearing a ring. He very likely removed it before the steam session.
The death is very recent, between 30 minutes to 1 hour ago.
Oh.
I think we have found all that we can here, taking into consideration the abysmal lighting. Constable, we have finished with the body.
Take it away to
We
feed
don't
the
have
dogs.
many leads here.
What concerns me is that we still have to find the murder weapon.
Mr. Holmes?
Please have the body removed without disturbing anything else in the room.
All right, Mr. Holmes.
Thank you,
I
Constable.
was wondering, Holmes, it's fairly reckless to carry out a murder inside a closed chamber. Why do you suppose they did it?
There are a great many possibilities. The murderer was in a hurry, or he is an artist, or a ghost, or he wanted to ensure that I'd be brought in on the case.
Probably the latter. You are ridiculous, do you know that?
But perhaps it was the former.
What should we do next, Holmes?
I guess talk to these underdressed gentlemen. Or maybe we're overdressed.
The brazier is still burning. The heat here is extreme.
Oh my god, the heat.
It is too hot. I cannot reach into it.
Dumb.
I will need something to pick up this melted metal.
Aha, that's what the murder weapon was. An item required. Mr. Garrow!
It's horrible. So Rodney, he's dead. Can't we speak about it somewhere else?
Blood on your towel.
Blood traces wiped on the towel.
I found him. I touched his shoulder, thinking that he was just asleep.
Mr. Pickin.
I'm in shock. If you have to interrogate me, I'd like to be dressed properly first.
Never. So you got blood, but that's red herring, of course.
It's horrible. I can't talk at the moment.
There are no windows in here? There are absolutely no windows, so the only lighting is from the brazier and the candle.
Mr. Holmes?
Mr. Policeman. Well, let's go talk to Mr. Phillips. The steam room key. Or who brought the champagne?
There is a bottle of champagne on ice in the changing room.
Do you mind if I
Do
sample?
you have any idea who left it there?
There is? Are you quite certain? I didn't pay any attention. Do you believe that it's important?
The steam room keys.
How many people have keys to the steam room?
We have just the one key for now, which Sir Gregory gave to me.
So, this morning you opened the steam room, and then?
I put the key inside my desk, but when they called, I couldn't find it. It had disappeared. I don't know where it is.
Did you leave the baths at any time, or receive any visitors?
No, sir, I did not.
How about the morning telegram?
You are not telling the truth, Mr. Phillips. You left your work this morning, and you went to the post office, where you dispatched a telegram at around 7:30.
But how could you... No,
The telegram was for someone in Manchester.
Mr. Holmes, it's I'll tell you everything. I left the baths at 7:20. My sister wrote to me yesterday, and she needed a reply, or our mother is unwell. I was away for 20 minutes, and I closed the baths on my way out.
Did you receive a reply from your sister?
No, she wasn't meant to. I just told her to pawn my old school uniform so that she could pay for the medication.
Did you check to see if the key was still in your desk when you returned?
No, I didn't. Please, Mr. Holmes, don't tell the police about this. Sir Gregory would give me the sack. I
They're
need
literally
this job.
standing right
I
next to
see.
you. We don't have to tell the police. Lestrade's right there. All right.
Frigidarium. This area serves as Sir Rodney Bentcliffe's workshop.
Oh, what is that? What is that? What is that?
Archaeological findings. Old clay pots with numbers inscribed upon them.
Uh-huh. Love this box.
Glass plate negatives. A remarkable method for recording ancient civilizations.
One of these things is not like the others.
A glass plate negative is missing. It is a glass plate negative of an Egyptian statue.
Huh. Cool. What about this table?
Tools used by archaeologists in their research.
Why, look at this.
I will need these tongs.
Thank you. This metal plate, besides its archaeological interest, appears to be a part of something larger. At the present moment, I am unable to determine exactly what that might be.
A shape has been cut in the plate. What should be done with it?
Oh, we're just gonna take it?
Archaeological findings. Old clay pots with numbers inscribed upon them.
The Daily Mirror. All right. There are few among us who could claim any degree of unfamiliarity with the name of Sir Rodney Bentley. He is a gentleman who possesses the wealth, notoriety, and vigor to well match the finest of his ilk abound in England. His intellect is equal to his charms, as has often been declared by the young ladies of the European aristocracy. He holds powerful connections within the Lord's Chamber and carries an influence inside the political world. There are those who would call him unforgiving, authoritarian. We should rather say that Sir Rodney is determined and ambitious. His presence at any archaeological site can only mean success for all concerned. Alright, we got our tongs, we got earth sample, we got blood samples. Search the crime scene in the area of the Strand Lane baths. Find the missing weapon that was used to kill Sir Rodney Bentley. No, wait. This letter. Dear friend, I wish to organize a press conference at the Strand Lane Baths next month. 1893 was a remarkable year for my work in Egypt, but now it is time to set my focus upon English archaeology, to shine the light on our national treasures and reveal them to the public. I would like to see as many journalists as possible in attendance to record this event, and record it favorably, if we treat them well enough. I should like to recall my old friendship with Lord Blackmore, and use the special funds of the Royal Archaeological Institute for this event. Sir Rodney Bentley. Miraculous reopening of the Strand Lane Roman Baths excavation research. The research efforts were about to be halted when a savior arrived in the form of Sir Rodney Bentley. Sir Rodney has taken over immediate control of the excavation, claiming that the site holds the key to a great mystery. We pledge to update our readers with all the exciting news as it develops. So these baths are actually old functioning baths from ancient times. And this is the dig site. Oh, that's bad. Wow, that just
My
peaked.
God, are you all right? I wonder how this could have happened.
Yes, it is somewhat treacherous. Fortunately, I am unscathed. To where does this corridor lead?